Hey everyone, welcome to another live stream. Today we're gonna be playing Doki Literature Club. Remember how the last time it was pretty effed up and someone hanged themselves, so yeah, that was great. If you guys didn't see that, I recommend going back and watching my not previous live stream, but my last Doki Literature Club playthrough. And it was pretty effed up, but yeah, it was pretty fun too, though. Everyone was giving me crap for, like, actually ignoring the... I forgot, Sayori? But yeah. Yeah, let's just start this thing. Oh, snap, you can tell something's wrong, because the whole thing right here is, like, she'll glitched out and stuff. And now the start game... Do I load game, or is it start new game? I think it's start new game. Let's see what happens. Okay. Okay. That's one way. Start game. I see an annoying girl running toward me from a distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is my neighbor and good friend since we were children. I did play through once, but this is like a different route. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it's just that kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk to let catch up to me. Guys, I think I broke the game. Aw, shit. It's an ordinary school day like any other. Mornings are usually the worst. Being surrounded by couples and friend groups walking to school. Meanwhile, I've always walked to school alone. Oh, I guess the game just erased my memory. I guess she's, like, officially non-existent anymore. I always tell myself it's about time I meet some girls or something like that. Oh, snap, dude, that's kind of creepy, man. The yandere story is for silence, if you're asking. I am still working on that. I'm just trying to get people to collab with me. So yeah, that's gonna be pretty interesting. But yeah, you'll just have to wait. You have to be patient with those things because, you know, those things take time to make. But I have no motivation to join any clubs. I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. There's always the anime club, but it's not like there would be any girls in it anyway. The school day is ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. There really aren't any that interest me. Besides, most of them would probably be way too demanding for me to want to deal with. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Jane Day Zero. Monica? Oh my goodness, I totally didn't expect to see you here. It's been a while, right? Yeah, it has. Monica smiles sweetly. We don't know each other well. We rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically, completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... Why did you come in here for anyway? Oh, I've just been looking for supplies to use for my club. Do you know if there's any construction paper in here? Or markers? I guess you could check the closet. You're in the debate club, right? About that. I actually quit the debate club. Really? You quit? Yeah. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity. and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. In that case, what club did you decide to join? Actually, I'm starting a new one. A literature club. Oh, the game just glitched. Literature? That sounds kind of dull. How many members do you have so far? It's kind of embarrassing, but there are only 3 of us so far. It's really hard to find new members for something that sounds so boring. Well, I can see that. But it's really not boring at all, you know? Literature can be anything: reading, writing, poetry. I mean, one of those members even keeps her manga collection in the club room. Wait, really? Yeah, it's funny, right? She always insists that manga is literature too. I mean, she's not wrong, I guess. And besides, a member, right? Did Monica say she? Hey Jaden, by any chance, are you still looking for a club to join? I mean, I guess so, but... In that case, is there any chance you could do me a big favor? I won't ask you to join, but if you could, at the very least, visit my club, it would make me really happy. Please? Well, I guess I have no reason to refuse. Besides, how could I ever refuse someone like Monica? Sure, I guess I could check it out. Awesome! You're really sweet, Jaden, you know that? It's nothing, really. Shall we go then? I'll look for the materials another time. You're more important. Oh, I think that's a key word right there. You're more important. I don't know, man. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul to Monica in an irresistible smile. I timidly follow Monica across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Monica, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. I'm back! And I brought a guest with me. Eh? A guest? Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Don't be mean, Natsuki. But anyway, welcome to the club, Jaden. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. So, let me guess. You're Monica's boyfriend, right? What? No, I'm not. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. Anyway, this is Natsuki, energetic as usual. And this is Yuri, the vice president. It's nice to meet you. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with someone like Natsuki. Yeah, it's nice to meet both of you. So, I ran into Jaden in the classroom and he decided to come check out the club. Isn't that great? Wait, Monica. Didn't I tell you to let me know in advance before you brought anyone new? I was going to tell... well, you know. Sorry. I didn't forget that, but I just happened to run into him. In that case, I should at least make some tea, right? Yeah, that would be great. Why don't you come sit down, Jaden? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Yuri walks into the corner of the room and opens the closet. Meanwhile, Monica and Natsuki sit across each other. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Monica. So, I know you didn't plan to come here, but we'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. I'm surprised there aren't more people in this club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out their effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. Oh snap, dude, I just realized that, holy shit. Obsceno, yeah, you pointed it out. Dude, did you guys see that in the background right here? It's Sayuri. Oh my god, that's effed up, man. Look, it's that one scene where she hangs herself. Oh my god, dude, that's I don't know. I can't say anything. That's pretty effed up. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival, that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, Natsuki? Well, I guess. Natsuki reluctantly agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these two. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us, setting down the teapot in the middle. You keep a whole tea set in the classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be the pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. So Jaden, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels to build up deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story of such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She has seemed to be so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasp something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. I'd expect that from you, Yuri. It suits your personality. Oh, is that so? Really, if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind the last club meeting. You look like you were working on a poem called... Don't say it out loud! And give that back. Fine. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well,
Adolf Hitler said
I guess sometimes. Alright, sorry about that. I had to do something real quick. Let's see, where was I? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like that. You wouldn't like them. Ah, not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities, and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. We all sit in silence for a moment. Hey, I just got an idea. How about this? Huh? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. The next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone's even. I mean, I thought it was a good idea. Well, I think you're right, Monika. We should probably start finding activities for all us to participate in together. I decided to take on the responsibility of a vice president, after all. I need to do my best to nurture the club as well as its members. Besides, now that we all have a new member, it seems like a good step for us to take. Do you agree as well, Jaden? Hold on. There's still one problem. What's that? Now that we've reached the most important topic, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Monika may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made my decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All three girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But, I'm sorry, I thought... The girls exchange glances before Monika turns back to me. I guess I need to tell you the truth, Jaden. The thing is, we don't have enough members yet to form an official club. We need 4. And I've been trying really hard to find new members. And if we don't find one before the festival... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? I would feel terrible for letting everyone down in this situation. And besides, the club itself seems pretty relaxed. So if writing poems is a price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls... Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Oh my goodness, really? Do you really mean that, Jaden? Yeah. It could be fun, right? You really did scare me for a moment. I mean, if you really just left after all this, I would be super pissed. Jaden, I'm so happy. We can become an official club now. Thank you so much for this. You're really amazing. I'll do everything I can to give you a great time, okay? Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that we can officially end today's meeting in a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monika looks over at me once more. Jaden, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monika with my metacore writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri cleans up the tea set. I guess I'll be on my way then. Okay. I'll see you tomorrow then. I can't wait. With that, I depart to the club room and make my way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the three girls. Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monika. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in the literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I'll just need to make most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem, right? You have unlocked a special poem. Would you like to read it? Yes, of course I would. Is there... What happens if I don't want to read it? If something happens? I don't know. It takes a while for people to see or someone to respond. Sure. What? I'll read it. That's fine. Can you hear me? Oh snap. Let's see. Hair, daydream, hop, extraordinary, feather. I'm guessing all the cute words are Natsuki. I'm actually gonna take Natsuki's route, see what happens. This is actually pretty easy to tell who's who. Except for the swimsuit one. Yeah, of course it's hers. Puppy. Ribbon. Hearts. Hope. Hi again, Jaden. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Haha. Nah, don't worry about it. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Oh snap, what was that? Thanks for keeping your promise, Jaden. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it? Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. You already had to be dragged here by Monika. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Well, I can't read that. Move out of the way, Monika. I can't read that. Something have a big mouth for someone who keeps blah 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 manga in their club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monika and manga. Manga is literature. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki hops back into her seat. I'm sorry, Jaden. We'll make sure to put your comfort first, okay? Yuri shoots Natsuki with a disappointed glance. Anyway, now that you're in the club after all, perhaps you might have interest in picking up a book to read. Well, I can't really say no either way. Like you said, I'm in this club now, so it only feels right for me to do something like that if you ask. Wait, I didn't mean it like that. If you don't really want to, then forget I said anything, I guess. No, it's not that, Yuri. I want to try to be a part of this club. So even if I don't read often, I'd be happy to pick up a book if you wanted me to. Are you sure? I just felt that, well, as vice president and all, that I should help you get started on something you might like. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book and I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Oh hey, Annihilator. Senpai has noticed you. I hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh from within the closet. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her in case she needs a hand. You looking for something in there? Okay, it says fucking Monica. She never puts my stuff back in the right spot. What's the point in keeping your collection organized if someone else is just gonna mess it up? Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga? You read manga, right? Sometimes. Manga is one of those things where you can't admit you're really into until you figure out where the other person stands. How did you know, anyway? I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written on your face. What's that supposed to mean? I see. There's a lone volume of mangas amidst a stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Curious, I pull it out of the stack. There it is! Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. She then turns to a box of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the rest. Aha! Much better. Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world. I know that feeling. I get a closer look at the box she was admiring. Parfait, girls. It's a series I've never heard in my life. That probably means it's either way out of my demographic or it's simply terrible. If you're going to judge, you can do it through the glass on that door. She points to the classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging anything. I didn't even say anything. It was the tone of your voice. But I'll tell you one thing, Jaden. Consider this a lesson. Wait, what? Wait, what? Don't judge a book. K. Okay. Yeah, the game glitched. In fact, Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Perfect Girls from the box. I'm gonna show you exactly why. She shoves the book right into my hands. I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colorful attire striking animated feminine poses. Excitedly moe it. Don't just stand there. Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. She then takes a seat against the wall beneath the window sills. She pats on the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat. Chairs wouldn't work. We can't read at the same time like that. Why is that? Ah, I guess it's easier to be close together like this. Don't just say that. You'll make me feel weird about it. Natsuki crosses her arms and scooches an inch away from me. Sorry. I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say it's a particularly bad thing. I open the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space while she hopes I won't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am. Wow, how long has it been since I read the beginning? You don't go back to flip through the older volumes every now and then? Not really. Maybe sometimes after I've already finished the series. Hey, are you paying attention? I am, but nothing's really happened yet, so I can talk at the same time. It looks like it's about a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of life affair. I kind of grew out of these, since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. Are you sure this isn't boring you? It's not. Even though you're just watching me read? Well, I'm fine with that. If you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean? Huh? You don't? That's not... Well, I wouldn't really know. What do you mean? Don't you share your manga with your friends? Could you not rub it in? Jeez. Sorry. Like I could ever get my friends to read this. They just think manga is for kids. I can't even bring it up without them being like, you still haven't grown out of that yet? Makes me want to punch them in the face. I know those kinds of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitated towards the other losers over time. But it's probably harder for someone like you. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Wait, which part? I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. My dad would beat the shit out of me if he found this. Whoa, that's pretty dark, man. That came out of nowhere. I guess that's her inner thoughts, maybe? Or what she actually feels. At least it's safe here in the club room. Except Monika's kind of a jerk about it. I just can't win, can I? Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am, reading it. Well, it's not like that solves any of the problems. Maybe. But at least you're enjoying yourself, right? So? Jeez, that's enough. Are you gonna keep reading or what? Yeah. I flipped the page. Time passes. Natsuki is strangely quiet now. I glance over at her. It looks like she's started to fall asleep. Hey, Natsuki. Yeah? Suddenly Natsuki collapses straight into me. Hey! Whoa, guys, this is just weird. Yep, I broke the game. Oh, jeez. Natsuki, are you okay? Yeah, are you okay? Yeah, that's a good question. Here. Monica reaches into her bag and pulls out some kind of protein bar. She throws it to Natsuki's direction. Natsuki's eyes suddenly light up again. She snatches the bar from the floor and immediately tears off the wrapper. I told you not to give me. She doesn't even finish her sentence before stuffing it in her mouth. Don't worry, Jaden. She's fine. It just happens every now and then. That's why I always keep a snack in the bar. That's why I always keep a snack in my bag for her. Anyway, why don't we all share our poems now? Who should I show my poem first? I'm gonna go with Monica. I should start with Monica. Yesterday, she seemed eager to read my poem, and I want her to know I'm putting in effort. Hi, Jaden. Having a good time so far? Ah, yeah. Good, I'm glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new in everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or other things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off going off with a flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Jaden. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's the sort of a barrier that we all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. I like it, Jaden. Really? It's a lot cuter than I expected. Oh, jeez. No. It kind of makes me think of something Natsuki would write. And she's a good writer, too. So take that as a compliment. If you say so. Yep. If you're interested in Natsuki, then always keep a snack on you. She'll cling to you like a puppy. Natsuki's dad doesn't give her lunch money or leave her any food in the house, so she's in a fussy mood pretty often. Okay, first off, that's pretty fucked up. What kind of dad doesn't give their own kid food? That's you can tell she lives in a pretty effed up household as we speak, so yeah, that's just putting that out there, guys. But sometimes she just loses all of her strength and shuts down. Like earlier. This is just a guess, but I think she's a small because her malnutrition is interfering with her absolute growth. But hey, some guys are into petty girls too, you know? Sorry, just trying to look at the bright side. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in the wall. But he wasn't looking at me. Confused, I frantically glanced at my surroundings. But my burned eyes can no longer see color. Are there others in this room? Are they talking? Or are they simply poems on flat sheets of paper? The sound of frantic scrawling and playing tricks on my ears. The room begins to crinkle, closing in on me. The air I breathe dissipates before it reaches my lungs. I panic. There must be a way out. It's right here. It's right there. He's right there. Swallowing my fears, I brandish my pen. Is she talking about me? I think she is. So, what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be pretty powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monika's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. I think she broke the fourth wall there, but I mean, she did break the fourth wall like the other times at the first go through of the game, so yeah, that's to be expected, I guess. Yuri stares at my poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh, sorry, I forgot to start speaking. It's fine, don't force yourself. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay, this is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be better after reading it through it. So it's that bad. No! Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical for new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick them up. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. The end result is both the style and expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There's so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even in a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes from practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased, though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or not to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thoughts process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Let's see. Oh god, I can't read cursive, but I'll try my best. Ghost under the light. What is that? Is that an R? Tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the ember glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining sunlight of streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The lost yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Claims... Is that bathe? Okay, I think that's bathe. Calms, breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. Okay, I guess that works. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. Yeah, you kind of do. No, I'm just kidding. You just write cursive, and I don't know how to read cursive, so... What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Yeah, it kind of did, so it's kind of funny you say that. Well, I just don't read script very often. Yep, I agree with that. That's totally me. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short? I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Judy? Actually, the story isn't about ghosts at all, Jaden. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember, the poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Lingering in your past, last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more Solomon, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing, really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Okay, last one for that Tsudere ya Natsuki. Hold on for a second, I gotta get a pillow for my bag. Okay. I should probably drink some water too, because my voice is kind of getting dry. What are you guys talking about? I don't understand. You guys are like talking about something. I don't know. You guys are all over the place, so it's whatever. Okay, let's start with Natsuki. Okay, well, let's start the things I don't like. First of all, Natsuki rereads my poem. Never mind. I don't feel like giving you my opinion. Then what's the point of sharing it in the first place? I wrote this when I could have been doing other things. In fact, remember how I said I wanted to read your poems? That's what I had in mind when writing this. I want to help you feel more comfortable enough to share yours. Like Monica said. Well, I would be comfortable sharing my poem if yours wasn't really bad. You're supposed to show me some dumb poem and make me go, huh? Well, that's not that great, but let me show you what real literature looks like. And you went up and ruined it. I hope you're happy. So, in other words, you're saying you liked it. Natsuki retorts, gets caught in her throat. Ugh, you're so... You don't understand anything, do you? I already told you that. You don't have to go announcing it to the world like you're all self-important. pretty sure you've never actually said that before. I say that mostly to myself. Natsuki must really hate me or something. I can't figure out if it's a win or loss that she liked my poem. In any case, you still need to show me yours, right? Fine, I guess. Only because Monica will make me if I don't. Let's see. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try, but that's about it. Yeah. I told you that you weren't going to like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff, so people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poem for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like it when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do great things can really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about it, simple writing, is that it puts more weight on the wordplay, like a setup for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall apart on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what I mean. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with the last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki's feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. I was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my metaphor writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Monica is writing something in her notebook. My eyes land on Yori's and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Eh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem on the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Ah, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Eh? You mean you have to try hard to keep up come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but I really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone else who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Monica liked it, and Jaden did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Jaden liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress her new member, Yuri. That's not what you're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Jaden appreciates my advice more than you appreciated yours. Huh? And how do you know that he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Jaden started showing up. Natsuki? Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. Taking out your own insecurities on the others like that. You really act as young as you look, Natsuki. Me? Look who's talking, you wanna be edgy, bitch. Edgy? Sorry that my life size is too much for someone to mental age to comprehend. See? Just saying that proves my point. Most people learn to get over themselves after they graduate middle school, you know. If you want to prove anything, then stop harassing others with your sickening attitude. You think you can encounter and balance your toxic personality just by adjusting and acting cute? The only cute thing about you is how hard you try. Whoa, be careful, you might cut yourself on that edge, Yuri. Oh, my bad, you already do, don't you? Aw, dude, this just got really dark. Did you just accuse me of cutting myself? What the fuck is wrong with your head? Yeah, go on. Let Jaden hear everything you really think. I'm sure he'll be head over heels after this. Suddenly, Yuri turns towards me as if she noticed I was standing here. Jaden, she's trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. Whoa. Okay, I guess I'm supposed to choose a side. What the heck? It wants me to choose Yuri. What the heck, man? Bitch! I want Natsuki! I need Natsuki! Whoa. Okay. Okay. Hey, Jaden? Why don't we step outside for a bit? Okay? Sorry about that. They really shouldn't have tried to get you involved. It's probably better for us to stay out of this. Well, go back inside once they're done yelling. Some president I am, right? I can't even cover my own club members properly. I just wish I was able to be a little more assertive sometimes. But I never have it in me to put my foot down against others. You understand, right? Anyway, if this makes you want to spend less time with others, then that's fine. I'd be really happy to spend time with you instead. Suddenly, Natsuki runs out of the classroom. Oh, she's crying. Oh, God. That's not good. She quickly runs away. Oh, dear. Well, it looks like they're done. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. Yuri is rocking back and forth in her desk with her palms in her forehead. Yuri? I didn't mean it. I believe you. I have no idea what Yuri might have said to Natsuki, or did. Jaden, please don't hate me. Please. I'm not like that. There's something wrong with me today. It's fine, Yuri. We know you didn't mean it. Besides, I'm sure Natsuki will forget about it by tomorrow. Completely. Anyway, the meeting's over, so you can go home for now if you want. Yuri looks at me like she wants to say something, but she keeps glancing at Monika. You can go first, Monika. I'd like to stay a little longer. I'm the president, so I should be the last one out. I'll wait for you to be done. Well, I'm vice president, so please let me take the responsibility today. It kind of sounds like you don't want me around or something, Yuri. It's not that. It's not that. I didn't get much of a chance to discuss my book with Jaden. It would be embarrassing with you listening. I guess I don't really have a choice, do I? I'm sorry for causing you trouble, but I really appreciate... Okay. Okay, guys. It just glitched into this. That was pretty interesting. Okay, let's try Doki Doki, Bubbles, Sweet, Happiness, Puppy. Let's see, Daydream. What's Meager? What's this? Oh crap! Did I just break the game? Okay. Anger, pain, atone, rainbow. Enforce, like chocolate, flower, candy, fun. Yep, looks like I broke the game again. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. Alright, so I think I'm gonna save the game. Oh snap, what happened to my other save games? Dude, I totally had other save game data, but it looks like it got deleted. This is like another Yoko Taro situation. Like, if you guys ever played Nier Automata, like, the game automatically deletes all your save data, which is kind of effed up, but you know, it's whatever. So I'm just gonna save the game right here. I'm gonna end it today. It's already been like an hour, so yeah, that's good. That's good for today, right? Yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this. I think it was pretty fun. Alright guys, thanks for watching. There should be another stream either this week on Wednesday or on Sunday again. So if you guys want me to keep going for Doki Doki, I probably will on Sunday, but if you guys want me to stream again on Wednesday, leave it in the comment section which game you want me to play. Or if you want me to keep playing Doki Doki again, just leave it in the comment section like always. So yeah. Other than that, I mean, there's nothing really much to say other than that. Some people are asking about the Yandere stories things. Like I said, if you guys haven't heard, I'm trying to get people, or trying to collaborate with other people in order to like finish whatever, or you actually make episode 10. So it'll be a little more awesome, but yeah. Hope you guys enjoy this stream, and catch you guys later. Peace. Discord, yeah, sure, man. I'll be on Discord after this, so if you guys want to join Discord if you haven't yet, there should be a link in the description of this video, or the stream in general, and you can just join Discord through there, so yeah. Talk to you guys later. See ya.